So last weekend, my roommate Dave announced, out of nowhere, as he does, that he was finally going to prove his culinary skills. "I've been watching Chef's Table, man. I'm basically Gordon Ramsay with more hair," he boasted. Now, the last time Dave tried to make instant noodles, he set off the fire alarm and somehow ended up with a bowl of soup that tasted like a tire fire. But, against my better judgment, and possibly my insurance policy, I let him take over the kitchen, and even invited our friends over for Dave's 5-star experience. Things started off mildly suspicious. Dave was wearing an apron that said "Kiss the Cook," except someone had crossed out cook and written insurance liability. He told us he was preparing a fusion dish so exclusive even the Michelin guide hasn't heard of it yet. I peeked into the kitchen and saw him hunched over the toaster, squinting like he was defusing a bomb. There were smoke clouds billowing out, and I heard him mutter, "Come on, just another 30 seconds." At this point, my other roommates started Googling how to treat smoke inhalation. After what felt like 3 seasons of Chef's Table, Dave finally emerged from the kitchen, triumphantly holding a single plate. On it was a Pop-Tart. But not just any Pop-Tart. This thing was toasted to golden perfection, edges crisped just so. But here's the kicker, right in the middle was a perfectly imprinted Michelin tire logo. I asked how that happened, and Dave just winked and said, "You know, for authenticity." Turns out, he'd borrowed my car's spare tire from the trunk and pressed it onto the Pop-Tart for that extra star quality. I have so many questions, but absolutely zero desire to know the answers. Everyone stared at the Pop-Tart in stunned silence, until Dave set it down with a flourish and declared, "Ladies and gentlemen, I present the world's first Michelin-rated meal." And that's the story of how Dave didn't earn a Michelin star, but he did manage to give us a Michelin tire. Turns out, he really tread new ground in the kitchen.